Hello YouTube, I'm the Gaming Pegasus 187, and this is Side Scroller Sunday number 1. The debut of a new series, where it's going to allow me to open up and play a lot more games, while doing my same, bi-weekly, roughly, commentary. So, I was playing Double Dragon 2 on the on an emulator, but I have it on the NES. And I was going to record a little bit of footage, but my 72-pin connector in my old gray NES is going out. And I don't have a real easy way of recording footage from a top loader. I think I was able to hook it up through a VCR before and get it to work, but it's so fucking complicated. God damn. So, since my last Friday Fight Night, there have been 3 wrestling pay-per-views in the passing of the Ultimate Warrior. I will talk about the Ultimate Warrior first. He gets inducted in the Hall of Fame. He goes to Wrestlemania. He does the little Hall of Fame thing there. He does a promo on Raw the next night. And then the day after, he passes away. Very sad. It was definitely shocking, but story doesn't end there. Now, I want to prelude this by saying I have never taken Nancy Grace fucking seriously since her little anti-pot bullshit. So, she has DDP on her program, and instead of having an interview, which is what he thought it was going to be, it ended up being sorry, I moved my mic a little farther away from my face. I use a Turtle Beach headset. So, anyway, instead of it being an interview, it ended up being, oh, did the Ultimate Warrior die from drugs? No, he fucking didn't! Autopsy goddamn proved that he died of a heart attack! But the real kicker is that first DDP said when he found out if she knew, or he knew what she was going to do, he wouldn't have gone on. And he had no idea about the list that was on the screen, which had wrestlers who died young, but she was insinuating that they died from drugs and steroids. Not the case. You had guys that committed suicide that died in automobile accidents. You had Owen Hart, who died falling from a ceiling 15 years ago. And for the woman that apparently cares so much about kids and worries, who talks so much about her own kids, there was not one word about the fact that Jim Hellwig, the Ultimate Warrior, had a wife and 2 daughters who now don't have a father and a husband. Please go work over at Fox News, Nancy. Please. That's where you belong with all your lying fucking bullshit. Oh my god, Twitter went off on the bitch. I mean, I did too. But you had, like, Zeb Coulter, Dutch Mantel say, deport Nancy Grace. And also said, if you get a email having nude pictures of Nancy Grace, don't open it. No, it's not a virus. It's actually Nancy Grace nude. Cody Rhodes said that she got dumped by a wrestler in the 80s. That was a vendetta against pro wrestling. Hilarious. So I'm not going to dwell too much longer on that. I'm going to cover TNA briefly, and I'm going to cover the one moment that made me laugh and one that made me pissed off. I'm not going to talk about the bromance. I fucking say they're still stuck on Twitter all the time. I'm always on Twitter, like, retweeting shit and tweeting shit during pay-per-views. Particularly making jokes during pay-per-views. Especially TNA. When you have the poor man Zack Ryder, Robbie E, with the rainbow-haired DJ Zima Ion, and the Big Brother reject. Like, literally, when Jesse debuts, he fucking... Like, it was like, they crowd start chanting, "Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?" Taz was the only guy that knew who he was, and he was the only, like, you could hear him on commentary. "Dude, that's Jesse! That's Jesse today!" I'm like, the only thing, two things I remember about Jesse from fucking Big Brother, other than the fact that he's an egotistical piece of crap, was when he ended up as Pandora's box. Brittany in I think it was season 13, who I can't stand this bitch either. She ends up getting the choice for Pandora's box. She was HOH that week, and it was you can get advice from a previous Big Brother house guest. She thinks it's gonna be game advice. No, it was workout advice from Jesse. And I literally thought right before his muscle-bound, WBF, he probably would have been on Vince McMahon's WBF. In fact, I'm amazed he's not in WWE, considering how Vince loves big muscle-bound guys. But and then I'm thinking, oh god, what if it's Jesse? And then lo and behold, like a retarded Jack in the Box, Jesse! Like, I fucking knew it. Nice one, bitch. You deserve that. So, yeah. Bruce was working with TNA again. You can tell with the ridiculous stipulations. Especially when you have this as a 3-on-2 handicap match where the champions have the advantage. They're teaming with the rainbow-haired DJ Zima Ion against the Wolves. Wolves win the titles. The only big notable thing, and this is the one thing that fucking pissed me off. Now, a little shout out to the XWA Universe Forum. We do a pay-per-view prediction thing when they come up. Mostly WWE, pretty much all WWE and TNA. I think we did one ROH. But the one match I got wrong was this Bully Ray match. Well, basically, Bully Ray was supposed to be the hired gun for Dixie in the Lethal Lockdown so she can keep her company and Bobby Roode can have like 10% stake. Well, Bully Ray ends up, he basically says, Larry, I took your money and spent it at a strip club. Hilarious. And he turns on Dixie, and, MVP's team wins the match. By the way, I actually tweeted on Twitter, Dixie, sit back, relax, and enjoy the view, because MVP is better than you. And everyone who had watched MVP when he debuted in WWE knows that reference. But, so you end up, Roode's pissed because he would have had 10%, and you go to the fucking lockdown. Oh, by the way, I will say this, another tweet I did had involved, I'm sure, I based it something along the lines, I'm sure, Rockstar Spud would like, Willow's umbrella, and it involves his, sick fantasies with Dixie Carter, hashtag you sick freak, but, hashtag you sick freak, I can't even talk today, but, anyway, you have this, and now I can't stress this enough. You win a tables match by putting your opponent through a table. You win a tables match by putting your opponent through a table. That's not what happened. Wonderful Russo logic. You have Dixie Carter come out dressed in all black and a fake beard, shoves Bully Ray off the top rope. Ref had been knocked out. Bully had already put Roode through a table, but because the ref didn't see it, he didn't win the match. Okay, usual. I get that. Ref can't call what he can't see. It's been around wrestling for years, obviously. But man, I'm going on this way longer than I intended. But you have Dixie Carter. She shoves Bully Ray off the top rope, and Roode wins the match. My first tweet after that happened had the hashtag TNA Sacrifice, and it just said in all caps, "Fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this." I could book a better show than Russo taking a shit than he could in 20 years. If Russo took 20 years to book a wrestling show, I could book a better one drunk and taking a goddamn shit. Fuck this company. I mean, fuck it. They lose AJ Styles, Chris Daniels, Kazarian, and Chris Sabin in the last 5-6 months. Literally, guys who've been there since the beginning. AJ Styles was on the first goddamn show, and now he's not there. He left because they wouldn't pay him more, but yet they have the poor man Zack Ryder and the Big Brother reject. Ugh. So, WrestleMania. You had the 4-way tag title match on the pre-show, and that was arguably one of the best matches of the night. You had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, which had 3MB in it. So you had 3MB at WrestleMania. You had them main event a 11-on-3 handicap match on Raw, which was basically the catalyst for the return of Evolution to beat up the Shield. That was set up by Triple H. You had basically the Shield had a squash match and they beat Kane and the Outlaws. And then you have Hell is Frozen Over because 3MB has won a match on Monday Night Raw. Yes, 3MB has won a match on Monday Night Raw against Los Matadores. Ugh, my God. So Cesaro won that. In a match that also featured Brad Maddox, the guy who's slightly more entertaining than David Bortunga. Has Bortunga been released yet? I don't know. I hope he has. That guy's boring as fuck. So, this little thing right here, you can literally, you literally don't need to activate the Green Switch Palace. You just need Yoshi and just bounce your way up there. It's awesome. I know this game pretty goddamn well. Not as well as Mario 3, which I want to do a full playthrough of. That actually might be a side-scroller Sunday mini-series. The Mario 3 playthrough. Anyway, WrestleMania. I'm glad Cesaro won the, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. You had, Hogan, Austin, and Rock open up the show, which was fucking awesome. You had Hogan say that they were in the Silver Dome. They're in the Superdome, Hogan, you old fucking idiot. Oh, by the way, thanks to Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball, we have one of the most disturbing images ever put on video. Hulk Hogan in a thong on a wrecking ball. What has been seen cannot be unseen. Good God. And by the way, if that's not your taste, you can see Hogan's sex tape. See him fully fucking naked. How many Viagra did he have to take to... Oh, I don't even want to fucking think about it. Oh, God. Hey, I'm losing track. I'm gonna try and get through this quick. The real highlights of WrestleMania were Bray Wyatt's live entrance theme. That's actually my favorite theme in the WWE right now. Live in Fear by Mark Crozer. You had Daniel Bryan beat Triple H and then go on to the triple threat match against Batista and Randy Orton. By the way, I don't think that, and this is my opinion, I may be wrong on this. If I'm wrong, let me know. I've been wrong before. Especially about the prediction with a certain match, as I declared on my pre-WrestleMania Friday Fight Night. Yeah, anyway, Daniel Bryan wins the world, the WWE World Heavyweight title. You have the whole fucking 75,000 people chanting, yes! It seemed like the crowd was kind of dead during that match. Because right before that, you had... Now, this is a memorable moment. Bryan winning the title. You had the fucking Divas match before this. And like, I think I'd said this before. A fucking 14 Diva 1 fall match. It was an absolute fucking clusterfuck. I guarantee you, there's a lot of people in line in the fucking bathroom. They did not want to fucking see this. Of course, if, Vicky Guerrero wanted to do her little, I'm trying to screw AJ Lee out the title thing, she could have very well done it like a, a Cruiserweight Open, similar to the Cruiserweight Open WrestleMania 20, just had her start the goddamn match. It's that simple. You look at when Chris Benoit, oh my God, Chris Benoit, the murderer. I'm not going to get into that. When Chris Benoit was #1, and he ended up, because he backdoored his way into the Royal Rumble, that year was 2004. He wasn't supposed to be in it, and then Cena needed a tag partner against the fucking FBI. It was Palumbo, Johnny Stamboli, and Nunzio. He picks Benoit. They win the match, and then, you're gonna be Paul Heyman's the GM's like, you're gonna be #1. Because he wasn't happy. You could have done it like that, some kind of elimination match and just have her start. No. Especially, or you could have done, I don't know, you could have done something else. I'm just glad Eva Marie didn't win that fucking match. Thank God. But anyway, enough bitching about the Divas. The crowd, like I said, was dead going into the Bryan match. And here's why. The Undertaker's 21-0 WrestleMania streak is no more. He's now 21-1. My stream decided to freeze, lock up, freeze near the end of the match. It comes back. You see Heyman and Lesnar in the ring. You got Lesnar, he's fucking, like, proud. He's proud of himself. Heyman screaming, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then it starts to dawn on me, like, no, this did not happen. And there's like no music. It's like, what the fuck just happened? Like, the whole crowd is dead. You can hear a pin drop in between Heyman screaming with his hands over his mouth. You hear the announcement, and the winner of the match, Brock Lesnar. I'm like, what? Okay, they're gonna restart the match. There had been some shenanigans. Like, Heyman was in the ring. I thought he got in somehow and interfered and screwed Taker. No. Lesnar hit the third F5 of the match and pinned him. I thought there was some screwy went on. They were gonna restart the match. No. It's this moment, like, and you literally don't believe it. You don't fucking believe. I didn't fucking believe it. But then Lesnar's music hits. They leave. Taker starts to get up, and you see like they cut to the announcers. They're all standing up, clapping. Everyone is in shock. You have the shocked Undertaker fan now. You have it's like, I wonder who the hell that idiot was that yelled, "You suck!" Like, you hear this one guy yell to be an absolute dick. Like, I hope someone kicked the shit out of you. I hope someone kicked the shit out of you. But it's something no one thought they would ever see. At all. No one thought they would see it. He stands up, leaves the ring, he walks back up the ramp. I end up sitting on my floor. I'm watching, like, and I've got a tear in my eye, like, it's the end of an era. With all the matches Taker had in the last 5 years, let's go back to the last 5 years. The 2 against Shawn Michaels, the 2 against Triple H, and the 1 against CM Punk. I thought CM Punk for sure was going to be the guy. Because if anyone was going to end the streak, they were going to be the most hated man in wrestling for years. So, yeah, I'm kind of I accept it now, but that was, when people look back, 10, 15 years now at this WrestleMania, they're going to be, that was the night the Undertaker's streak was broken. That's what they're going to remember it for. They're going to remember, they're going to remember, oh wait, that was the match that, Daniel Bryan won the title. But they're going to remember the end of the streak. So, Extreme Rules. Real quick, so I'm running out of time on this video. I've already went through the first world, and now I'm like partway through the second on this game. I'm going to do a playthrough of this on a later date. The big highlights. Bad News Barrett winning the title. Yes. Love Bad News Barrett. Oh god, that was awesome. You had the Shield versus Evolution. Excuse me. Oh my god, what a fucking match. That was a fucking war. Excuse me, wow. You had Ambrose winning like through the announce tables and fucking do like a diving double Superman punch thing on Orton. It was, I think, Orton and Triple H, I think? I mean, it was Reigns ended up spearing Batista and getting the win. You had Seth Rollins fucking dive off this goddamn balcony on the Triple H and Orton as they're beating up Ambrose on the outside. Fucking awesome. You had Bryan retain the title in a match that involved a fucking forklift and a flaming table and a PGWB. God damn. And then, you had the fucking creepy ass kid who helped Bray Wyatt win the cage match against Cena, seeing the whole world in my hands with like a creepy ass voice. Awesome. Pegasus out.